Okay, let's talk about Wednesday. The first season was an absolute monster hit, right? It just blew up everywhere. And now the wait for season 2 is almost over. So today we are going to break down everything we know about what's coming next, and, spoiler alert, it sounds like it's getting a whole lot darker.
Just to remind you how huge Season 1 was, look at this number, 521 million total views. That made it Netflix's most popular English-language show ever. It hung out on the global top 10 chart for 20 weeks. So yeah, you could say the pressure for Season 2 is pretty high.
But look, forget the numbers for a second. The real thing we've all been talking about is this, right? The massive cliffhanger. Wednesday thinks she's got it all figured out, the Hyde mystery is solved, and then, bam, she gets that creepy text from the stalker. So, who is it? That's the question that's had everyone guessing. And you can bet that's exactly where Season 2 is going to kick off. All right, so here's the plan for today. We're going to quickly look back at why Season 1 was such a hit. Then we'll dive into the new, darker mystery. We'll talk about the new faces showing up at Nevermore and how the rest of the Addams family is getting more screen time. And of course, the big one, when and how you can actually watch it.
First up, let's just take a moment to appreciate that phenomenal first season. Seriously, its impact was insane. You couldn't escape that viral dance, and Jenna Ortega's performance, absolutely iconic. The show was just everywhere.
And the numbers really back that up. I mean, look at this. Netflix's most popular English series ever. Top 10 in 93 countries? That's just staggering. And, having the legendary Tim Burton at the helm didn't hurt, right? He gave it that perfect, spooky, quirky vibe that we all just ate up.
Okay, now for what might be the biggest change coming in Season 2. The whole vibe is shifting. The creators are being super intentional about this. They're promising something darker, scarier, and way more focused on the mystery.
So, think about Season 1. It had that whole coming-of-age thing going on, the love triangle, all that classic teen drama. Well, for Season 2, they're throwing that out. We're moving away from the romance and going straight into horror territory. It's all going to be about a deep, supernatural mystery. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This comes straight from the star herself, Jenna Ortega, who's also a producer on Season 2 now. She's been really clear about this, saying they want to lean way more into the horror and, yep, they are totally ditching the romance. This is a huge deal, not just for the show, but it also shows how much creative input Ortega has now. It feels like they're really listening to the fans on this one. So, a new vibe means new people, right? Let's get into the casting news, because Nevermore Academy is getting some seriously cool new students and faculty. But we're also waving goodbye to someone from the first season. Okay, check out this lineup. First off, Steve Buscemi. The legend himself is going to be Barry Dort, the new principal of Nevermore. How cool is that? Then we've got names like Lady Gaga, Billie Piper, and Joanna Lumley joining in key roles. But here's the flip side. It's been confirmed that Percy Hines-White, who played Xavier Thorpe, won't be back for Season 2. All right, this next bit is something I think a lot of people were hoping for. The Addams family is getting a major upgrade in Season 2. Remember how they were kind of just guest stars in the first season? Well, now they're moving to the main stage. They're going to be a huge part of the story.
And this is seriously great news, especially if you're a longtime Addams Family fan. Catherine Zeta-Jones, Luis Guzman, and Isaac Ordonez, that's Morticia, Gomez, and Pugsley, are all being bumped up to series regulars. So what does that mean? It means more of everything. More of their weirdly wonderful family dynamic, more history, just more Addams. Oh, and yes, fan favorite Fred Armisen is officially coming back as Uncle Fester. Awesome.
Okay, let's get to the most important part. The question on everyone's mind. When can we actually sit down and watch this thing? Well, Netflix is shaking things up a little bit with the release this time around.
Get your calendars out because you're going to want to write this down. The season has 8 episodes, and they're splitting it in 2. Part 1, which is the first 4 episodes, drops on Wednesday, August 6, 2025. Then you got to wait about a month for Part 2, the final 4 episodes, which will land on Wednesday, September 3rd.
And just when you thought that was all the news, get ready for this. It's the biggest surprise yet. Netflix is so confident in this show that they've already greenlit Season 3. I'm not kidding. Before Season 2 even hits our screens, they're already working on the next one. So it's pretty clear the world of Wednesday isn't going anywhere.
So when you add it all up, Season 2 is making some really bold moves. It's going darker, leaning into horror, getting rid of the romance and bringing in the whole family. And that leaves us with the big question, right? With all these changes and higher stakes, can it possibly capture that same lightning in a bottle that made Season 1 such a massive hit? I guess we're all going to find out together.